Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Starflames, and we're back with some flames, honey, because Cardi B's bird brain followers, they are losing it so much so that they think that I live in the great United States when I live in the tremendous Caribbean island of Jamaica, and that's where I reside most of the time. Anywho, let's get into that because, honey, there are some lunatics in my comment section because, for anyone who has been following me, let me tell you something. There's one thing you'll never get from a Jamaican girl or boy. They will never deny where they're from, okay? There's just far too many beautiful things about my country. This tiny little island, for me to deny where I'm from. There's just too much. We've just done so much. Oh my God. Most recently, we got gold in the bobsled. Yeah, we enter Winter Olympics. Where did Jamaica get ice, honey? We are little but talawa. We can do anything that we put our minds to. And as such, that's what Cardi B envisioned. She wished she was from Jamaica because she knew if she was from Jamaica, she would be a better rapper. She's an ABC rapper, nursery rhyme rapper. And when Cardi B comes on the internet like, you know what? All this time I had no problems with the girl. I've always defended her. But as time passes, I realized that the girl truly hates dark-skinned women. And I was saying to everyone, no, where are you guys getting this from? And when she said that she was going to release that ear care line, I was like, go ahead, girl, do not let the internet daunt your spirit. And as time progressed, what my limit was after she shaded Nicki Minaj's son, TikTok proved, if what TikTok showed was correct, that it was Cardi B who first tweeted about Nicki's son, then she quickly deleted it, and then Nicki replied talking about culture and her kids. If that's not the case, I digress. But since then I've been really paying attention to Cardi B, and my limit was when she said, I don't support what Tasha K did, but after that, Tasha K has been talking about Stefon Diggs and Stefon Diggs getting other women pregnant. Cardi B, has been throwing this is what Cardi B does consistently. She will see Tasha K post something about Stefon Diggs getting a woman pregnant, right? And the title or the subject has absolutely nothing to do with Cardi B. It has to do with Stefon Diggs and those women that Stefon Diggs is getting pregnant. But Cardi B feels as though it's an attack against her from Tasha K. But what Cardi B, I don't know what is going on inside her head. Like, why is this not clicking? Like, click, click, click. Someone turn on the light bulb for that girl. Because if Tasha K says Stefon Diggs has another baby mama and she keeps coming with that report, you guys know that literally has nothing to do with Cardi B. You guys realize that Cardi B is the only one out here who's claiming Stefon Diggs. You guys know that Stefon Diggs has always lived his life like this long before Cardi B. Let me tell you, no decent man is gonna go on a yacht with just his girlfriend and a bunch of girls and there were no other guys around. It tells you something. And they were passing out, what color powder was it? Pink powder on the yacht, right? It tells you something about that man. That man is a serial impregnator. He is who he is. His teammates was the first to reveal that to us. So when Tasha K talks about Stefon Diggs getting women pregnant back to back, I've never seen Stefon Diggs coughing at anything that Tasha K says. So why is Cardi B vomiting when Tasha K talks about it? She says Tasha K is trying to hurt her feelings. But if the light bulb was on, she would realize that the only person that is trying to hurt her feelings, and I can't even say Stefon Diggs is trying to hurt her feelings, because the truth of the matter is, Cardi B had to have known who she was getting involved with. Ain't no way she was clueless as to who the man is and what he was about. And if at some point in time she was clueless, at least when she was pregnant and halfway through her pregnancy, she must have woken up to the reality of who the guy is. So why is it that Tasha K cannot talk about Stefon Diggs? Stefon Diggs is not your son. Stefon Diggs is not your husband. Stefon Diggs is not even your boyfriend. You keep calling him your boyfriend. When a man belongs to a group of women and there's no marriage involved, there's no claim. He's not claiming none of y'all. You know, he's not claiming you. He has never claimed you. I've never heard it. If he has, I digress. Stefon Diggs has claimed Eileen. He has. He has claimed Eileen's child because of the paternity test. And he has gotten Eileen pregnant again. So, with this delusional fan, Elma Wright 2748. Elma says, girl, I really hate your channel, but she lives over here, honey. She lives over here. You look crazy, just like your mama and your papa and your pitney. Go back home. I'm right at home. Don't you see the green wall? Don't you see? Let me tell you something, guys. I did a little bit of everything going to school. I did the arts, so the arts, theater, speech and drama. I am comedic. I've learned it. I've done poetry. I'm a literature student. I write English better than I speak it. I speak a little Spanish. I'm multifaceted. Let's put it at that. But in case you don't know, I'm a Jamaican. I love the theatrics. It even has nothing to do with school. Jamaicans love theatrics. We love to laugh. We love to laugh and, things that some people take serious. If Jamaicans hear that, Russia says that they're going to drop a bomb in Jamaica, God forbid. But if they hear that Putin says he's going to drop they're going to string up some sound box and they're going to have a party and say, whenever you're ready, Russia, we're going out in fine style. I kid you not. That's how they are. So when you're from a culture like that, you're not easily fazed by people and their comments and their opinions of you. As a matter of fact, you know how to twist it back on them. And when you turn it back on them, honey, they can't handle it. So, Elma Wright, and I found Elma. But how I found Elma, it was doxing. And it's not hard. It's not hard to find Elma, because if Elma is on here defending Cardi B, where else is Elma? On Cardi B Instagram page. And you can know what Elma look like, and you'd see that Elma is in no position to tell you. You know who needs to go home? Elma. So, I didn't divulge any of the information, so you can't say I doxed her. I didn't share any of the information that I found about her, but it was on the internet. So you guys can't accuse me of doxing. So Elma says I should go home. Don't have many views because you talk about nothing. Alright, so if I talk about nothing, Elma, what are you commenting on? Bird brain? You're a sloth, you're a sloth. Sloth? Their IQ is very low. They just eat, and oftentimes what they eat is poisonous to them, and that's why they're always asleep most of the time, because they eat this one plant consistently. I forgot the name of the plant that is poisonous to them. So when you see them moving like that, it's because they poison themselves repeatedly because their IQ is so low. That's Elma. Yeah, that's Elma. Elma Wright, 2748. Anywho, guys. Oh, I forgot to tell Elma that I'm a retired athlete too. Yeah. Anywho, so Elma, what are you gonna do when the chef comes out and tells you and Cardi B that she's pregnant? What are you gonna do after the Super Bowl and Stefon Diggs is gonna have to pay the chef? Because listen, honey, I'm gonna add a comment here. When Jamaicans are excited about something, they knock pot covers. It's a Caribbean thing. I don't know if you Americans do it, or we knock tambourine, or we, I don't want to make the exact noise, but we beat in a particular rhythm. So when you guys hear the chef on here talks about her being pregnant, maybe a possible abortion allegedly, what are you guys are gonna do? And when you guys see Eileen Lira coming out with her second pregnancy, because it's showing, and then when the other girlies comes out with their babies, even Offset is gonna get babies this year. I think, I didn't even want to tell you guys this, but Offset as somebody pregnant too. So all of Cardi B's men are getting babies. You know what's sad about this? And this is why I always tell people to be careful of your fan base. Your fan base can be very good to you, and they can uplift you, and they can give you success. And in the same run, they can harm you and cost you your entire career. I'm always going to use this as an example. I remember when Maga Groms got sued by Megan Thee Stallion, and I said, girl, take down the videos, make a video apologizing to Megan Thee Stallion and go into mediation. Save yourself the court fees and save yourself the fees that you're going to have to pay Megan Thee Stallion. Her fans were like, no, she's good. She's going to win the case. She got this. And I said, she can't win this case. It was impossible for her to win the case. And she lost the case, and she has to pay Megan Thee Stallion. The last time I heard, I think it was $530,000 plus Megan's legal fees. And every outfit that Megan Thee Stallion wore to court will be quoted in that legal fee. And Megan Thee Stallion had 3 attorneys? And honey, that's close to $1 million. So she's going to have to pay Megan Thee Stallion about $1.5 to $2 million. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. So I've always said this. When my fans are in my comment section, and this is why when some people talk, I'll listen to them, and I do take constructive criticism, but I don't allow people to hype me up into doing bad things, because at the end of the day, when it comes to facing the consequences, you will be the only one who's left to clean that mess. Cardi B consistently comes on the internet on a hype. She has the best, kitty cat. And I think her kitty cat needs some anointed or some consecrated olive oil, because it's not doing her good. She keeps getting in bad relationships with men who do not treat her with respect. And the truth of the matter is, it is her fault. Not because I'm a woman, I'm going to say these men are horrible and they need to do better. If a man tells you who he is, believe him the first time when he tells you who he is. But Cardi B wants to be main character in Stefon Diggs' life so badly that he's going to keep humiliating her, because it's going to be one pregnancy after another, because he got Eileen Lira pregnant while Cardi B was pregnant. Eileen is in her early stages of her pregnancy, and there will be other women pregnant this year for Stefon Diggs. Even Offset has a baby mama too, which most of you don't know. And he's not asking this one to do an abortion. No, he's not. So, whew, y'all in for a treat, honey. Y'all in for a treat. So, I'm not your problem. You just hate that I highlight what is going on in Cardi B's life. And when I see the media outlets reports, I can talk about the media outlet reports. If you guys are good and you don't even have to be the brightest crayon in the box, you can find these reports as well. I don't want anyone in my comment section ask me where I get your info. Y'all are such bird brains, you cannot even structure a sentence properly. All of you who defend Cardi B foolishness, nonsense, reckless, loose, careless lifestyle, you cannot structure a proper sentence. You can't. None of y'all can. I've been reading the comment section, and every time you say you're cussing me out on the behalf of Cardi B, like at _ K990, where I get your info from. And if a Jamaican spoke like that, you would tell us that we don't speak English. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites. Hypocrites. But your queen is gonna take you all on this humiliation tour with her, because that's what she's on. She's on a humiliation tour. That's what she's on. A humiliation tour. And you all are a part of the circus. Chloe, send me some popcorn, honey, so I can eat some cloud popcorn while watching the circus. I need some snow cones. Can substitute popsicles for the snow cone. But like hell, I'm determined to enjoy this circus, because your queen is a damn clown. Okay? Man clown.